Good morning. This is day 8, September 8th. I got my new mic, as you can see on my collar here, and getting better practice with this gimbal. Nibbler and I are just at the Hunter Clyde River, little spot where they've got a ladder and lots of fish in a stocked pond. It's quite a pretty spot, but there's a nice little heritage road just up here that we're going to go walking on today. Anyway, I'm going to switch over the camera and we'll keep going. All right. Oh, Nibbler's looking at the cows. Come on, puppy. Hello, cows. Nibbler! What are you doing? Come on. Scaredy cow. All right. He's coming. There's a farm just here, so cattle farm. I think the farmer's just getting some hay to feed the cows. Come on, puppy. All right. I'm just gonna shut this off until we get past the motor. All right, so today is, the quarter way point for my campaign. When I last checked, I was somewhere at around 37 kilometers. I think I'm past that now, but I am kind of curious how my Apple health tracker tracks my stats when it's on a gimbal. I'll have to try and check that afterwards today because, obviously I'm tracking it through my phone, and my phone is now on a motion smoothed gimbal here. But so I'm definitely on track to get 100 kilometers. In fact, I'm going to blow past that. I'll probably have 100 and close to 150. What did I figure it out? I was somewhere around 30-ish kilometers a week. So yeah, 120, 150, depending on how active I get. Oh, and here's the launch pad I've gone canoeing here a few times. I think it's Bell's Pond is what it's called. Just near New Glasgow. It's a beautiful little spot. You can go right up the Hunter River. It's quite pretty. And so now I've got, again, thanks to Hal, every little bit helps, and, I don't, unless I manage to get a massive increase in donations, I'm not going to hit my mark. But the reason why, now they recommend $1,000 for your target, which is probably a much more realistic goal. The reason why I chose 2,500 is because that's their threshold for deciding where, if you don't make that much, then it just goes into a big pot. But if you've made at least $2,500, then you get to say where the money goes. And I wanted it to go towards patient support, because patient support is crucially important in trying to help people, manage this disease, especially new people like me. So I also have another sad anniversary today. It was 6 months ago today that my wife moved out, and I've been by my own, other than with Nibbler. I got Nibbler a few weeks after. It's been a hard couple of years, as I've said in past videos. Diabetic diagnosis didn't help. So as I was saying, there was the pandemic. There was my diabetes diagnosis at the beginning of the pandemic. I had also just moved across country. I grew up on Prince Edward Island, But since the mid-90s, I've been living out west in Victoria, BC, and a couple other spots around BC for about half my life. And yeah, it's been hard. It's hard to make friends in a new place in the best of circumstances. And this have not been the best of circumstances. So it's been hard, and I'm still trying to figure that out. I think this summer, where I've just kind of tried to reevaluate myself, trying to improve myself, try and get over some of these mental hang-ups and blocks that really eroded my marriage and isolated me. So part of this campaign has been, sort of me trying to put a foot back out into the world. Try and make friends. Sorry, it's making me a little emotional. But I believe I've got a lot to give, both as a friend and someone who can help contribute to the community. I'm just trying to learn how to put myself out there now again, and it's been a long time since I've had anyone other than my wife to call as a close friend. And after she left, I've just tried to repair connections with my family and improve myself. And I'm happily making good progress on all that. But it's still hard. And it compounds because, if I just had to deal with diabetes, that'd be a lot, especially in the first few years when you're just trying to understand everything. It's a steep learning curve. The way I think of it is, you go from having an automatic transmission in your body to something that's manual. So you've got to have an intimate knowledge of your body and how it works in ways that most people can just take for granted. But yeah, adding on top of that, this sheer loneliness and the difficulty of, trying to even make space for yourself in the world when the whole world's shut down. It's an emotional weight. And I definitely feel it. But, I just try and take it one day at a time. Try and improve myself a little bit at a time. Nibbler, don't. Thankfully, he's not quite fast enough to catch a squirrel yet. But yeah, anyway, I think that's about all I've got capacity for today, but sorry for being a little emotional, but I'm trying to be just honest on these videos about who I am and what I'm dealing with, and also try and put information out there that if it helps other people, I'm immensely glad. Anyway, I'm gonna pause this for the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Come on, puppy.